I have an apology to make. What happened at the end of All Out was unforgivable. An absolute tragedy, a travesty, and just an absolute embarrassment. The boos were loud and clear. Everybody knows what happened. So I need to apologize to the JRPL World Championship. It was left laying. It was used as a weapon. It was covered in a man's blood. How dare you, JDonio, for letting that happen to our richest prize? And you call yourself champion? You're not worthy to hold it. No, see, I was selected based on my accomplishments to be in the final World Championship match, so we thought, the final match, the final card, the final main event. Me. I didn't win the Royal Rumble to guarantee a shot. I didn't win Money in the Bank to create a shot, and I didn't win Survivor Series to have a called shot. I earned my shot, like I've always said I would. Yeah, you want to win the Rumble. Yeah, you want to win these other things. You want to go for the opportunities, but those who really deserve it, those who are true champions, earn it. And what did you do? Well, you went out there, you won Money in the Bank, you got your ass beat left, right, and center, twice by yours truly. But then you cashed in on a man who literally didn't even get to hold the title belt, which is a travesty all in its own regard, and created a match that you couldn't lose. While I faced a murderer's row of contenders and challengers and always came up victorious every single time that it mattered. And even sometimes when it didn't. Because guess what? It always matters. This wasn't a blood feud. This wasn't any kind of personal vendetta. This wasn't anything crazy. This was simply a match that made sense. You cashed in Money in the Bank. I have 2 wins over you. I'm on the greatest run of the year. It's only natural that I get to face you in that title shot. Now, I talked about the hero's journey, and I'm sure there's people already out there saying that they get to see the hero fall. They get to see my true colors. They get to see the hero live long enough to become the villain. Yeah. I'm sure people are saying that. People are thinking that. What the hell are you talking about? There's nothing different. Nothing's changed. Nothing is anything of the sort. Not a single action that I've done is underhanded. Not a single action that I've done is questionable. None of it. Meanwhile, JDonio, our world champion, doesn't deserve the ring he stands in, let alone the title he forgot in the ring when he was wounded. JDonio, team no chance. Look at what you are. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've accomplished. And look how insignificant that is compared to what I am. The hero's journey. I thought it was the end. I thought it was the end of SummerSlam. The villain was defeated. It was all good. And I'd gone through the same thing with Red at WrestleMania, and I went through this now coming into All Out. And it turns out that it's just when you're deep into it, you don't quite see it. I'm no villain. No, God no. Are you insane? No, I'm the hero. My journey's just not over yet. I've encountered my villain, I've encountered my opponent, and I just have to overcome. JDonio, we faced off 3 times, one-on-one. And you've only won 1 of them. And I won the other 2. And after all 3, you were left laying. You know I deserve another shot. You know very well that I can defeat you. You knew in that match that I had you. That familiar feeling of passing out in the crossed swords, it was back. It was there. You know it. It was imminent. But it wasn't meant to be, because I have more of the journey to go through as the hero. So what we have now are all these people saying they were right. Imagine Lee. Lee must be saying, oh, Scott, I was right about Scott all along. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't make any sense to claim these things. And, well, I mean, if I'm the villain, well, who is the hero? Is it Bomber? Making his last-ditch effort to try and save the Federation? He failed valiantly, but he failed. Is it Birmy? Going out there having one last hurrah against the Warden before he leaves forever? The partner whom he thought gone, who came back troubled and defeated and dejected and evil? It's rather familiar. But you got your vindication at the end. I got to raise my hand high with my family in the ring after overcoming Lee. I didn't get any reconciliation. No. I defeated he who needed to be defeated. I defeated Red, Tom, Cross, everybody, including you twice. And yeah, Money in the Bank. You beat me there. You do realize that I was dealing with Lee. Lee beat me there. You're lucky to be where you are. And to look now with what we have with Clash of Champions, how appropriate. We have all these championship matches where champions, rather, are gathered together to face off in a battle of supremacy between the top lock champion, the Road Warrior, or the Road Warrior champion gets to go have its own thing. I've had that belt. The tag title holders, they get to have singles matches. I've had those belts. But the world champion, the top lock champion, the ultraviolet champion, they're facing off in a triple threat. Everybody knows I should be that one with the world title. We've got a bunch of contenders facing off for a number one contendership. But not me. We have people who lost, and yet not me. One loss is all it takes, according to this new board, this new committee. Your champions are unworthy, and your contenders even less so. I am the face of the company. I am the champion you deserve. You all know it. I'm not saying anything different at all. But we have those matches. We have the Road Warrior title. We have all that at Clash of Champions. And yet the highest match on the card without titles is me. Because of course it is. As it should be. Vitamin Yes. Say I'm a dead man. Say I attacked him from behind. I clotheslined him in the front. You know full well that's not from behind, but I understand. You're upset. Team No Chance is very upset. I would be too. You are the first group, the first faction to hold every championship in this organization. You yourself had my Canadian championship. You retained it over me. I don't take that away. Your tag team champions were the only team aside from the Outsiders, forgive me, old times, aside from the Solution, to have it twice. I myself had it twice, that's why I'm bringing that up. With different partners, something you never did. Only Tigress ever did that, but I digress. And your beloved J.D. Onio, the inaugural Road Warrior champion, Ultraviolet champion, Top Lock champion, World champion, whatever champ, you've held it all. He hasn't. No one has. I will. But JD Onio, the best of you, sullies your entire faction with what he let happen at All Out. I'd be embarrassed too. I'd be just as mad as you are to associate with someone like that. Someone who would allow that to happen. A real champion would have seen it coming. But you say I'm a dead man. Vitamin yes. Many have tried. And many more, lesser than you, have failed.